Hello and welcome to another update video about Secret Network. A few days ago, someone, or maybe a week ago, someone asked me to cover Secret, which I did for that person. So I just want to do a follow up here and just take you all through this this chart at the moment. Also it has been a TA request. If you are a channel member, you can put requests out. I try to cover them as good as possible. Can never guarantee I'll do it because there are a lot of requests, but you know, we get there. So looking at Secret Network, what the way from an Elliott Wave point of view I would approach this, I would say that this here was the wave 1, this was a wave 2, this was another wave 1, and this was a wave 2. So basically that we assume the bullish view would be that we are in a wave 3. This wave 3 basically, yeah. This view, however, will be possible as long as we hold above this low of 78 cents. If we go below this level, then it means that all of this was just corrective, which means this was a wave A, this was a wave B, this was a wave C, and we're coming down in an impulse. The problem also with this whole chart is it comes across as an impulse down. So I try to give the bullish scenario the benefit of the doubt, but I can tell you straight away that this chart doesn't look good. It looks a bit like the AVAX chart, which I'm not a fan of. And especially if you look at the log chart, the logarithmic chart, the problem is we can count this easily as a 3-wave structure, a wave A, B, and then the C. Yeah, so that all of this was part of the wave A, this the B, the C, if we look at these subdivisions, and then an impulse down. So the other problem is we've come down so much. Yeah, we've come down so much. So if I go back to the arithmetic chart, which I always try to use because I believe the other one messes around with wave relationships. But if I draw the Fibonacci levels, you can see we are still below the 88.7% Fib level. So that Fib level is at 140. So as long as we are below 140, weakness in the chart. And if we now zoom in, by the way, what would be the target for an all-time high? Because now that I cover it, for new viewers, I also want to cover that. It would be around the $20 mark. I highlighted that here already. So from that point of view, it looks decent, but the whole chart doesn't give me a lot of confidence. Yeah, I have to just clearly highlight that. And then if we look at this, we can still give it the benefit of the doubt from a bullish point of view that the low of this wave 2 was in here, a bit like Bitcoin, that we say, all right, the low was in at 88 cents, and that we are currently or that we completed here a leading expanding diagonal. Now they are quite rare, but it's a possibility to count this bullish. We would then now be in a wave 2, so that we basically say, all right, this here was a wave 1. We're now in a wave 2. And I also tell you from which point of view, from which level this will get unrealistic. By the way, I had a reversal area here when I covered the TA for the other person, and we also reversed here, which is great. So that gives me confidence that this was a wave A. Possibly already saw the B. We're now coming down in a C. The key level here is the previous wave 4 low at basically $1. If we go below the $1, it will get tough anyway. It will get very, very difficult for this scenario. I mean, there isn't really any other support level left before you go to a new low. So if we go below $1, I think this coin will get into trouble. Yeah, it will get into trouble, and it's nothing that I would be comfortable with until we get at least, and that is the absolute minimum, at least above the 159 level, above the previous high. And we talked about the Fibonacci levels as well. The 88.7% Fib level is relevant, and I'll put that on the chart again. You might hear the dog in the background. So, and that would be around 141. Yeah. So first of all, above 141, but then really what needs to happen, we need to take the previous wave 1 high out. Yeah. And as long as this is not done, we can't really talk about a sustainable uptrend here. So currently in a correction, of course, you can, there's nothing to tell you shouldn't go long here. That's up to you entirely. If we pull back to a support, of course, it's a possible entry point. In fact, what I would expect if we come down here to, we are now at support, as you can see. Depending on how I draw this, we probably still are in the channel. Yeah, so that's of course a support level. Whenever you pull back to support, it's of course a possible trade entry, a long entry position, or when we go down to $1 here. So I would expect a reaction to the upside, but I have my doubts that this will be a bullish one. Can be a bullish one, but then I would want a signal above 160. Yeah, that is sort of important. And then we could move up in a wave 3 in red, and I can give you a target for that one as well. So let's say we come down here to $1. It would be $2.16. Yeah, and that is very close to that key resistance level here, the wave 4 high at $2.09. So we might only get to that level. So what I can tell you, if we come down here, yeah, in a bullish point of view, we will go above the wave 1 high. Therefore, it is very important. And then above 160, there's a good chance we go to $2.09, $2.10, because that is a key resistance here at the wave 4. Above that level, it will unlock higher levels, yeah, and I mean much higher levels, because this would invalidate a lot of bearish wave patterns if we take out the previous wave 4 high. In the sort of bearish scenario, this here is just a corrective wave structure, and we might already be in an impulse to the downside. Now in this scenario then, we would probably start the sell-off now, yeah, because this could have been the wave 1 down, this the wave 2, and we might now be in a wave 3. So in that scenario, we would definitely take out the dollar level. Therefore, the dollar level is so important to hold. Okay, and yeah, that's my view about Secret Network at the moment. Not too confident here into this chart. Yeah, there are better charts out there into which I would have more confidence. Of course, if you are convinced of this project, nothing telling you that you can't invest here. That's up to you. But from a chart point of view, I'm skeptical at the moment. Yeah, and it's one chart where I would want to wait what it really does in the next bull run. I think not high confidence at the moment until certain levels are broken. That's the key message here. And until we have a view that here a clear impulse is emerging. And I mean, even if we wait a little bit to get more confidence, as I said, target in a new bull run would be around $20. So there's plenty of space. And you don't need to capture the lowest point. Okay, and that's my update about Secret Network. It was a member-only request, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.